I woke up at 4 a.m. feeling like I'd been hit by a freight train. My head was pounding, my throat felt like I'd swallowed glass, and my thermometer was screaming under 2 degrees. I called my boss, Greg, thinking it was a no-brainer. But Greg? Greg is the kind of guy who thinks flu is just code for lazy. He told me, and I quote, "I don't care if you're dying, we have a deadline. Get in here or don't bother coming back at all." So I went in. I dragged my shivering, sweating body into the office at 8 a.m. sharp. I looked like a background extra from a zombie movie. Within 10 minutes, I was a one-man biohazard. I was hacking, sneezing, and leaning my forehead against my cold desk just to keep from fainting. The whole office was staring at me in horror. Finally, Greg walks over, looks at me with pure disgust, and sighs like I'm the one inconveniencing him. He says, "You know what? You look pathetic. Just go home. But I'm marking this as an unexcused absence. That's your second one this month. One more, and you're gone." Something in my fever-fried brain just snapped. I stood up a little shaky, but steady enough, and I looked Greg right in those cold, beady eyes. I said, "You want to talk about pathetic, Greg? Look in a mirror." The office went dead silent. I didn't stop. I went deep. I told him that he wasn't just a bad boss. He was a hollow, miserable excuse for a human being. I called him out for the way he talks down to the women in the office, his jokes that are really just thinly veiled bigotry, and the fact that he treats everyone like disposable tools instead of people. I went into his personal character, calling him a small-minded, arrogant womanizer who only feels big when he's making someone else feel small. Greg's face went from pale to a deep, bruised purple. He started shaking and screamed, "That's it, you're fired, get out." I started laughing, and let me tell you, a feverish laugh sounds terrifying. I looked at him and said, "Fired? Greg, look at me. I'm standing here calling you a bigot and a failure in front of the whole staff while holding my car keys. I'm not fired. I'm quitting. Can't you tell? I've been quitting since the second I walked in here." He tried to interrupt, but I leaned in one last time. "The fact that you think you still have the power to fire me after I just spent 5 minutes dismantling your entire personality is the funniest thing you've said all year. Keep your unexcused absence. I'm going home to sleep. And you're going to stay here and wonder why nobody in this room respects you." I walked out and I didn't even look back to see his reaction. Best sleep I've ever had.